Yeah, I think in terms of the video, I think the counselor lady with the glasses asking the other lady in the white shirt, was she wearing a white shirt?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, like it was, she was. But she asked her like those little questions, like how she was doing, and like how would you what would like a great day look like, stuff like that. I felt like that helped them make a closer, deeper connection in terms of like the feedback of what the lady in the white shirt was getting, because I feel like it really had her slow down. Because I noticed her like pausing a lot when she would get asked these questions. I feel like that made her like slow down and answer stuff throughout. So yeah.
Nice. Um, During the video, kind of what you're kind of saying, Dallas, with the sense of like asking them like how she's doing and like the sense of being comfortable with them, but then also in a sense of like letting her talk and letting her explain kind of like what the problem is and like how can she solve the problem. And then in that aspect, you can also kind of answer your own questions. Answer like, hey, like kind of like talking it out, be like, hey, this is how my day is, this is what's going on throughout my day. Like, I don't like this when this happens, so I can maybe solve the problem by doing this. And then just kind of reassuring her, like, yeah, you could do that. And then you can maybe add it to her own opinions on certain things. Like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't, maybe you should try this. So it's more of a one-on-one connection, yes, but then at the same time too, it's like, yeah, you're there to tell her that everything's fine and like what the problem solved, but at the same time, you're also kind of helping her out by helping the person that's has the problems answer her own questions. I feel like that's what kind of helped out there in the video.
Yeah, for me, oh yeah, for me, the most helpful thing in the video was when they were going over like miracle questions and things like that. One of the biggest things I noticed and that the counselor talked about in the little debrief session was the one of the goals that one of the goals of miracle questions and something that it helps is with like relief in someone's problem, and how by, you know what I'm saying, asking them their miracle question, like you get them in a sense, or you get their mind in a sense of relief instead of just like focused on their problem. Kind of gets them off the problem so then they can start looking for other solutions and finding ways to put themselves in that space or sense of relief. So I think that's super important in terms of like um solu- in terms of like a solution focused approach, is that getting them to feel that relief, that there is like light at the end of the tunnel instead of like just drowning in their problem.
Gotcha. Then did Caitlin just leave? Yeah, I think Caitlin just left the.
So yeah, wait for him real quick, I guess. Yeah, I could probably text him.
Okay.
Oh, he said he kicked him. Yeah,
Okay.
he kicked him. But yeah, seemed like that counselor lady was pretty good at what she did in terms of yeah, because even it always hits different when you make the other person cry. Like a clap or whatever.
Making the situation worse.
Nah, for real. But deeper connection, man.
I like the debrief after, like they do the interview, and then the guy kind of talks about after, like, "Hey, this is what you did," and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's kind of reassuring, of like, "Hey, this is what you need to work on," or "This is what you should do next time." And it's like the counselor's getting counseled. It's like, oh, never thought that could happen before. There's Caitlin.
Hello?
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Bro, I couldn't get my mic to work.
Yeah.
What part are we on?
We're just on the describing the video. What was most helpful to you?
I like the goal setting part, in the miracle question. I felt like I don't know. I feel like goal setting helps like both of them interact with each other, helps them like bond towards more and like helps them like get a sense of accomplishment in their life. I feel like that's a good part.
I think of his
Nice. So now we will go to the interview questions. And then I can interview first, whoever wants to go first.
I could get interviewed first, I
All right, perfect. So Dallas,
guess.
start off. What seems to be your problem with your everyday life, or what's going on? Tell me about it.
Oh, what seems to be the problem with it, or like
Yeah,
the
in your
biggest?
opinion, what do you think is going on? I guess what's going on in your life right now?
Well, the biggest problem in my life is that I'm a student, a current student athlete, and that I got a faulty hip that's not working properly. You know what I'm saying? Because that got broken. So
What
it's
happened?
yeah, yeah, because the whole injury. So I had an injury August 9th during practice, non-contact. I should have fell. Did it. I stumbled, ended up breaking 20% of my hip. So like that is probably my biggest conflict currently is because like I'm getting a lot better. Like I'm way farther along than some of the when I had surgery. So like I'm 10 times better uh now like than I was like August 9th, the day it happened. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
it would still be nice, being an athlete or whatever. It sucks when you can't run, when you can't jog for real, you can't change direction. I could get in my stance, but that's like kind of like during the end. Like I can kind of take a couple of steps, but like I can't really be deliberate with them. So
I
that's
got
probably just
you.
like the hardest thing I say.
What have
But
you what have you done to cope with this mental block that's going on in your life right now?
yeah, just first thing was just uh before my rehab, just like before I even started doing like full weight bearing rehab, just kind of just accepting the fact that like yeah, like this is some parts of this process is going to be frustrating because it's like a whole process, and then like I just gotta keep looking at like, okay, where will I be in like a couple weeks? Where will I be in like a month or two, whatever. And then I can. It also helps too to kind of look back and be like, oh shit, like I or excuse my language, but I couldn't even. I could barely even walk properly like this many weeks ago, or whatever, and I'm already able to like do lunges and stuff and everything again. You know what I
That's
mean? So,
great. That's
so
good.
yeah. I appreciate it. But
So
yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying. Stuff like just stuff like that. Just kind of continuously just accepting that everything ain't gonna be perfect. Like I'm gonna go through a lot of pain and all stuff, but we'll be able to work through it.
so during that time, what motivates you to keep going and to push through it? What motivates you the most?
Yeah, just the fact that I just wanna just get the most out of my ceiling as a player. You know what I mean? Like we only get this whole college like just this whole football thing in general once. And like we're only this in our prime, like physically, one time in our life. I just want to just be able to just maximize the most amount of Dallas Fincher, the football player, as I can before I'm done playing. So I'd say that is.
Nice. And then have you noticed during your process of getting back to where you used to be, have you seen a lot of outcome and progress from day
Yeah,
one?
I would. Yeah, I definitely say so for sure. Like even I think like day one of like the injury, like my hip was just clicking every time I'd step, and then at one point I could like even when I get into my car, I couldn't even like lift it for real. Like I'd have to like actually take
Wow.
my hand and lift my shit. Yeah, but now it's just like I could lift it, I can move it around. Like it's functioning like a rather more normal hip. I just have to get it to be able to function like an actual athlete hip again for real.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. But I say it's definitely 10 times better because like I can actually like bend and all that stuff too. How
No,
crazy
it's
was it?
good. And then what's nice about it too is you're in that mindset of like, dude, I'm gonna get back to normal and be better than I ever was. That's always a good mindset to have because it's a very drastic thing in your life. Like I can't even imagine myself not be able to walk, you know?
I feel
And
about it.
somebody like you, like dude, like it's a big, I mean, it's a big part of all of our lives. We got to get to point A to point B somehow. But then, your mindset and the way you're being positive about it, it's always good. I'm glad you're staying in that mindset, Dallas. And that's good.
Appreciate it so much, my brother.
Good stuff.
Word, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
So I
So
got
now,
an interview, so I have to interview like Mr. or Kayla.
yeah, we'll do that then. So if whoever
Okay.
wants, you guys wants to go.
Okay. Because that was the first 20, hopefully. I
I
think
guess
it
the
was
first 5 or 10 minutes. So that's fine.
but so I got some any of them. All right, I guess Mr. I guess you ready?
Yeah, I got you.
I have a show. Who are the most important people in your life? Okay.
The most important people in my life right now are definitely my family, and that extends to my teammates. You know, I'm with them so much of the time, like, you know what I'm saying, mornings, nights, afternoons, weekends, weekdays. We go through a lot of stuff, so I'd probably say just them because they're very present in my life at the moment, and they help me deal with whatever I may have going on and support me.
So, so who would you say supports and motivates you on like a day-to-day basis?
Uh, a day
I guess by besides yourself.
a day-to-day basis, I would say a couple different people, and some of them are groups of people. Number one being my little brother. Um, just seeing him and being around him in a space that's like away from home, and uh like outside of our parents, I mean, and like seeing who he is as a person, seeing how far he's become as a young man. Um, I feel like just seeing that growth from him and me being able to be there for him in times where um he needs a brother's advice rather than a parent's advice is super huge for me. Um, and he just like it's just seeing him motivates me to keep going and keep going and keep going.
What's up? That's what's up. So yeah, like what have y'all ever been teammates before? You and your brother?
No, we have not. We've always been like I have an older brother as well, and we've always been like 1 year removed of each other. So like we've never really had a chance to play with each other.
Okay, I feel that. But yeah, no, that's a really dope thing to play with your brother. Yeah, because I wish I could have played with my older sibling. He was always like, we're always like 1 year removed, like similar like that. Because he's 4 years older than me. So it's just
Yeah,
like, always past that.
yeah, I feel that.
I'd say so. So, when in the past was your preferred future or present?
When in the past was my preferred future or present. Say it one more time.
Okay, yeah, we can skip that one because I'm be real, I don't even understand that. What are your biggest achievements or proudest moments in your life? So I guess you can probably just limit it to like one. Like, what's like probably your biggest achievement? I guess you should say, or something that you're just really proud of. Like, it doesn't have to be your biggest. Like,
I'd probably say something that I'm definitely proud of is getting my degree. Um, like
okay,
growing up, I like I'm an athlete. I just play sports. That's all I do. Like I'm not really a big school person. Like I try to get through it and do what I can, put my best foot forward in that area. But I know that's not my specialty. So like all the struggles I've had with school, like, you know, putting in getting tutors and all of that stuff, like growing up, getting rid of my speech impediments and things like that. Um, just like that whole arduous journey of me like battling whatever all the little obstacles that be in life, and being able to finally get over um that and like have that piece of paper now, I feel like it's huge for me. Not only for me, but for my family as well. I think, you know, my mom really loves that piece of paper, and I'm glad she does. I'm glad I gave her something to be proud of. And then for me, it's also just like a thing where it's just I can like set the standard now in my family. Um, being the first one to have a degree in my family, or in my immediate family at least, like, you know, inspire my mom to go back to school and start taking classes. Um, my older brother went back and finished his community college, and then obviously my little brother's in university right now, or in his undergrad, and on his way to doing that. So just like being able to set that standard for my family, I think has been super huge and something I'm very proud of.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Ain't nothing like having that degree.
Yep.
Big time. Rough, bro. That's I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm interviewing you, but I'd say that's probably like my biggest achievement too. I'd say let's get my degree. Like I feel like I don't want to say it's definitely not. I don't think it's underrated, but like I feel like that should always, in my opinion, be like the first like goal and first like thought in terms of like before what you're gonna do with football later on. Like get that degree and then do what you do.
Yeah.
All stuff. So yeah, hey, that's all I got, man.
Okay, bet.
So it's a good. I mean, we could darn it make a new thing. How much time you got? We got left, huh?
We got like 20 minutes, half an hour, so we got plenty of time.
Okay.
We're good.
Sure. Boys will take it away, man.
So just keep the train rolling then.
So,
All right. You ready to get interviewed, Kaylin?
Yes, sir.
All right. Um, so like what brings you in today, Kaylin? Got any pressing matters at hand that you'd like to discuss?
Um, Maybe just talk about like my future. Low key, like worried about what my plans are for my future. I haven't really like thought about it too much, so kind of just nervous about what to expect and what's to come.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing that you're definitely dealing with the uncertainty of what's next.
Hmm.
And on a scale of like 1 to 10, how big do you think like that uncertainty plays a factor in your future right now? Would you say it's a major problem? Is the fact that you don't know, or are
Mm,
there other factors that you think apply to your situation?
I would say uncertainty is like a like a six. Yeah, it's something I worry about, but I don't know what's to come. So like it could be a good or bad thing. So I try not to stress on it too much for the most part. But so yeah, it's like kind of in the middle for me. I feel like maybe just getting prepared now is like more important. Like I wouldn't say like preparing, but I feel like if I prepare now, then like what I don't know what to prepare for is what I'm saying, I guess. But like I guess trying to like getting knowing what to get a head start in would help more. Like just having better preparation would probably help me know what I want to do or be like safer for the future.
Okay. Um, I'm hearing you talk about some skills that you have, and I like how you talk about preparedness. Is that something you always have had, like as a skill, like being able to prepare yourself for whatever you know is coming, or you may not know what is coming?
Um, I had to learn how to prepare growing up, whether it was like through school or like through games, like how to like either like physically prepare and mentally prepare for a game. I definitely learned that while growing up. Um, so it's something I learned now that really helps you, especially like becoming an adult. I feel like preparation can lead to like better time management and like, just better outcomes for your day-to-day life. So I feel like that's something I definitely learned and that I like loved that I picked up for the most part. And yeah.
Okay. And speaking on your future, right?
Hmm.
Just to like kind of take a step back, like if you were to wake up in, let's say, like a couple months at the start of the year, what would like your ideal situation be? Like what, like tell me about like how your day would start, kind of where you're at, like whether it's physically or mentally, or you could do both. Um, and just kind of like guide me through that process or that day how it would be like for you?
I definitely would have a routine that would want a routine down by now. Like I was definitely like start with my sleep schedule by fixing that a little bit more, and then getting up at like going to bed at a certain time, and then going waking up at a certain time, and then like waking up whether it's just like eating something right away or just like doing like a whole morning routine where it's just like brush my teeth or and then like put on my clothes, get ready, go eat, and then go straight into like football or practice, and then do my whole practice deal. And then after that, maybe do some treatment, recover my body, and then, check what I have to do for school for the upcoming week. Try to get some of it out of the way, and then get some free time in with like my friends or but maybe just by myself, whatever downtime I may have, and then um maybe just like staying maybe doing some like other activities outside of football, whether it's just like um volunteering or like uh what is it called? Doing an internship somewhere. Maybe that wouldn't be too bad. So I in the near future I could see myself doing that.
Okay. Now, speaking of that scenario, in that near future that you described, would you say that problem of uncertainty or that feeling of uncertainty is gone, or is it still lingering?
Um, it's still like slightly there, I would say, just because like yeah, I can say like I can do this, but like is it actually like gonna happen or is it like gonna be like something else like I know I want it to happen, but I'm saying like there's just that small uncertainty like will this actually like happen or will I actually like go through with it? I guess more just like questioning like maybe I don't want to say like questioning myself, but just questioning like will it actually like, come out to be that way?
Mm, okay. Now, like outside of these times of uncertainty, like can you just tell me a little bit about like some of the times you feel like just like happier when your day is made?
Oh, for sure. When I just associate with people, like I'm just being productive or like when I get a lot of my tasks done, it's just like it could be anything to be honest. It just I guess being out of my house would be a productive day. Like I just don't want to stay cooped up in my house all day, just sitting in my room, just watching TV. I want to like go socialize with people and then like like I said, maybe like just explore like some new opportunities, like some new job opportunities or internships that like may help benefit my future in some way somehow. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, do you see like those new opportunities or new internships as like good, solid signs that could be part of your preferred future? Like, do you see those as being like visible options as you continue your path of life in education or football?
Sorry, can you repeat it one more time? You kind of cut out.
Oh, my bad. Do you see like those opportunities, like those internships that you talked about, as like preferred future, like visible things that can attribute to your future and like your walk down life or your educational path or football? Like, are those
Oh,
like do they lead to outcomes that you can see being future possibilities?
oh, for sure. I feel like the internships will definitely help like know what I want to do in life. Maybe it'll help me like find like a certain job or a certain career path that I might like and then like with football like it's gonna help me like T is like football also teaches me more things. So like the more I learn from that, the more I can like apply it to my everyday life as well. And I guess like some of the I guess I could see it as like you said like what did you say a preferred future? Is that what you
Yeah,
call it?
your preferred future.
Yeah, I say I could see it as like my preferred future because I know like what I'm like trying to set up for at this point. So I definitely think it would help me out to like help set my goals for in life.
Okay. And then just my last question is like what things have you learned from football that you think like can help you like narrow your focus on what you kind of want to do outside of football? Like, are there certain skills or lessons or moments that have happened in football that have kind of guided you towards something that you want to do in the future that helps you look for like which internships to take and what opportunities to explore?
Yeah, I would say when I was injured, when I had my injuries, I was out and I kind of just like felt down during those times. And I had like some people there that helped me, so um I would say like I would just like it taught me to like I would want to like how to explain it? Like I would want to be there for someone like whether it's just like a therapist for someone like I think like it would help me like because like being in those times just being lonely like I know what it felt like and like just not having that same drive or that same like motivation just to like keep going like continuing the same path for football like getting in the path for football and it's like it's good to have those people there that are will help you talk through it and not just let you sit in that one area like for too long. Like that help you like come to a decision or help you realize what you truly want to do. And I felt like football has taught me that in my past life is like there's more that to life than just football, but you also gotta be there for people. Like you never know who's down, and you never know who's like going through stuff. So I guess it's just helping people.
That's amazing to hear.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who's next?
I gotta interview DJ, right?
Uh, yeah, I think so. I think DJ's the last person to get interviewed.
Yeah, last one. We have about 9 minutes left of the call. So fire away, Kaylin. Fire away.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. What brings you in today?
Just to talk about what I'm kind of thinking of what's on my mind lately. Just kind of similar to a certain somebody that just had an interview, but kind of just the uncertainty of after football in the sense of, just like what I want to do, what I want to pursue. Because in the back of my mind, we always have a plan A of playing the NFL, but then the NFL is not for long, or it's not an opportunity for some people. And that's something that I'm willing to pursue, but at the same time, like I want to have a plan B, which I really want to do something in the finance field is what I'm really interested in, and I just kind of don't know where to start. That's what I'm really worried about.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Sounds like you want to keep your options open and have more options just in case.
Most
So
definitely.
let me ask you, what is important to you in life? So,
In life, well, number one thing is being with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's something that I've pursued. I feel like this previous year is something that in my life has not been very prominent. It's not really something that's been prioritized, but in recent years, with my relationship of 2 years, my girlfriend is Catholic, and she really pursues her faith and something that's really a big part of her life and something that I want to be a part of too. And I feel like if you have a relationship with God, then you kind of have a relationship with anything in life, with whether it's your job or your profession, or later on, what I feel like is successful is with your kids. Something that something that is prominent in that, and something that is very important. So I feel like that's a big thing in my life that is um it's something that I really want to do.
I like that. I like that a lot. It was very interesting. Why don't you tell me about times you felt the happiest?
Times that I felt the happiest. I feel like times that I felt happy was, I feel like in the sense of my family, creating memories and bonds that cannot be broken and that cannot be, you know, I guess missed in my memory. And then just kind of being there for one another in that aspect of like, hey, I got your back, you got my back, and I do anything for them. And then, like I said before, like the memories that you've had, like it's something that just can't be they can't be broken. I feel like it's places that I've been happiest.
Okay, so it sounds like you're very family oriented and that you want to always be with them no matter what path you choose. And so let me ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, um, is there anything that will like, sorry, how do I phrase this? I don't want to copy, but I guess any uncertainty, like your uncertainty level, like is it like high, low, and like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, yeah.
describe a
No,
little bit of
yeah,
like
I
what
get
it
it.
is you're uncertain about?
Yeah, I guess uncertainty level, I guess of what I want to do, I guess is a sense of I'll say a six because I have a lot of family that's in the field that I want to pursue and it's a lot. And I'm not saying I don't want to pursue what they want to do, but then I also want to have the knowledge that I want to be able to solve problems. And then the more problems that you solve, the more money that you'll make. So with more knowledge that you have, that's also comes with learning on your own and learning from others and others' mistakes, and you also learn from guidance from other people that are successful. It's just kind of I have the tools to succeed. It's just whether or not I can cope with those opportunities by taking all the information I can and seeing what I can do later on in the future.
Okay, okay. You talk about succeeding, and I just want to talk about well, like what are some of the biggest achievements or proudest moments in your life, and how did you achieve that? Was it like through family, through support? Like, tell me.
Something that, yeah, yeah, success, great question. Success, in my opinion, I guess in my life, was earning a scholarship to play football, something that I really loved and I really wanted to do. My dad played football and something that I also wanted to pursue. My dad played football at South Carolina, and then he also got a degree in finance. And then me, being his son, of course, I wanted to follow suit because I see how the memories and all the happiness that he's gone through. I kind of wanted to do the same thing. And then I recreated those same memories of my own by graduating with a financial degree at San Diego State University. So that's something that I'm very, very proud of. My family is very proud of. And, that's what I really define as success, is something that you're really happy about, something that people make you proud, and then your family you can talk about it for generations and generations, and then you can proudly say that you've done that in your life. So now that people have the opportunity to do that, and it's something that I really do, and I have a very, I have a something only a small percentage of people in the world have done, and something that I should be proud of.
Okay. Very interesting. And I just have one more question. I know you talk about getting closer to God and with your family and like having your family support and the accomplishments in your life, like the degrees. Congratulations. And do you see these signs in your preferred future and are they already visible to you?
Yeah, they are very, very visible to me. Of course, with God on my side, God has a plan for everybody, and He has put me in positions where I've taken advantage of that, and I wouldn't be where I am today without Him. And then, especially this previous year, I've looked to Him a lot, and He's given me a path where I feel like I can succeed. But then it's just also the fear of the unknown of like, hey, what do I need to do? Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but at the same time, you got to have the positivity and mindset of like, hey, like he has a plan. Everything's gonna be okay, and just put your head down and work, and then everything should fall in your hands, and you'll be fine.
Sounds great. Well, thank you for taking the time to meet with me. If you have any more questions or any thoughts, please let me know.
Okay, thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate it. Thank
sir.
you for letting me talk. Okay, all done with that.
20.
Good stuff, boys. I will make the video and send it over to you guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.